All right, guys, we are back. It is Friday, May 15th, and we had an amazing day for SRNE. And I wish I was playing it, but I was doing something else today. Um, let's take a look here. This is the daily chart. This is called a descending wedge. Found support 150. This goes back to 2018. Move down, move up, move down. So you see it getting tighter and tighter and exploded today. And this is the 5-minute. Let's go to the 3-minute. And this all started COVID-19 news, positive news. I have the float 127 million trade ideas. I don't know if that's right or not. I haven't really checked right now, but the bottom line, this took off. So when you see right now anything COVID-19 and things are moving like this, any company that mentions this is extremely bullish. If it's positive or not, I mean, if it's legitimate news, that's even better. So this moved right here to 4. And you put in your first line, would have been about 422. Then this was pre-market right here, and then right here, excuse me, this was 9:33 the open on the 3-minute. Now this is how you trade this. 450, you have your line now. Now 450, let me put the line here. Let's see, about 450, there you go. So now you have an established high. You had pre-market high, the wick. I don't usually like to go by wicks because I like the full body. So this is the move here. And then came back down, and now where's your support? 3-minute. You have 13 EMA at 4 and 20 EMA just below a 3D5. This is where I like to get a higher time frame. See, the shorter time frames are more scalpers. You're looking to get in, get out, but they can shake you all over the place. You want longer moves. I like to trade 5 minutes at least, maybe to a few hours. So, and this is telling you right here in a 5-minute, 1, 2, 3, 4 red candles. And where do we stop? The 13 EMA right here. And then you have 4, first green candle starts to move up. Now you can play the break of high a day, which is riskier because if it's a failed breakout, you're caught up here and it's going to go back down here and you're going to take a bigger loss. If you buy down here on the dip, you have a less chance of losing money in a sense that if you're thinking this is going to break out, and if you buy it here and it goes to here, you're already ahead of the game. Now, if you're buying it at 4 and it breaks support here, I mean, you still could lose money. But when you see the support, that's why buying the dip is good. You have support right here. You have here about 386, and you have the 13 EMA. And then this is at 4. So it depends on your size too. 4, you can let this run to 350. If you have small size, I mean, you take the loss, you take the loss. That's the name of the game in trading. But that's how you either buy the breakout or buy the dip. And then this came out, and you have another line here. You have a line about, let's call it 530. It's moved all the way up. Now, if the traders, it's going to keep going. You never want to buy here on a breakout high of the day. Why would you buy here? It could easily just come back down here. That's the point. You have to wait for specific setups in trading. So you go back down here, see what it does. Comes back, and look where it found support. That's your first breakout zone. Now, it did come below to about 432. So that's where size can stop you out. If you're too big a size and you see this, you're going to get stopped out. So, and then even put on, because see, these lines are so small, these little quarter lines here. It's very hard to trade unless you have big size. You're, big bank account. You don't want to lose. See, if you widen this out, then you can play almost $1, but that's too wide. Then if you play this, it's too small, 25 cents. Look how small these lines are. A candle could blow through that so easy. So I try to just go by whatever the chart is really dishing out. That's the 5-minute. So 50 cents was actually pretty good here. So you can play this 2 ways. A high day here. Now you have this support and this dip. And you can play triangles. Some people like triangles. This is a descending triangle. The high is getting lower, lower, lower until it found support, and you see it break out here. So once it's over 5, and you have 5 level here, that's a good shot here. Anywhere in here is good. And then someone's buying the breakout right here probably. Or they could be short covering. There's always short covering too. It's hard to determine exactly which is which. But the main thing too I like, what do you see here? The 13 EMA really never got that tight. Right here it did. It was over 20 EMA. That's extremely bullish. That is what you always want to see. And there's no sell in there. That's why I had a higher time frame. Now look, you go to 1 minute time frame, and this is going to stop you all over the place. Look at these candles. There's a million moves here. You don't want to do that. Even in 2 minute, I don't like to use no more. And actually, see on this one, these moves are so tight. 2 minute actually is good because you can see these pretty clearly. So I usually don't like to go below 3. I mean, 3 minute was really solid on this. They picked it up well. Now, if you go out to 10 minute, you can see these moves here, up to 5. And you see, what do you see clearly here? This 13 is so smooth. Right here had a bend. That's why I say trading short-term time frames, it's going to stop you all over the place. That's why I'm trying to make my trades more of longer-term moves. Because or else you're just going to be in and out every second. I see guys like a million little, they have them ticks on the screen where their buys and sells. It's ridiculous. Can't trade that way. So this one moved up to 5. And then the first red candle right here, go to the 5 minute, right here. That was your sign to get out. You have to move from here to here. And then it's pretty much one sideways. So each chart is going to be specific to itself in each day. Use the same principles by the dip, by the breakout. So that was on SRNE. Tremendous news. ACB, cannabis stock. 5 minute came all the way up. About almost 10, pulled back, nice dip buy right here. And went all the way up. That was a nice move. SNDL, this is another cannabis play. A little choppy here. I don't like to see huge red candles. Play that. I called this before DFFN in my other videos. Once you see this, you find a line, and look what you see here. Candle, bounce, candle, bounce. And look at the volume. Higher volume days compared to, look at the lower volume days. The lower volume days are almost nothing. That is a sign to tell you this is going up. Excuse me. And this reached 150. See, these moves do this. Either this, they come all the way up, or, you know, it's a channel plane, it's moving up. So this really took off. It was an incredible move today. Seal, I've been calling this. Another one, you have almost a wedge here, not greatly formed though. It's a little bit tougher, but you see it. Then once you start to see the sideways move coming out, and this comes up, 13 EMA above on the daily chart, that's bullish, and then it really took off to a $1 roll. That is a $1 roll. You have a gap fill here. There's a trap. $1 rolls are like bees to honey. When you see this, the chance of this rising at 50, see, when you see it going up, it's going to hit 1. Now, we'll go through, might bounce off. That's the tough part. 1 is one of the significant numbers in penny stock trading. So that was a tremendous move. Let's look what else we have down here. Blinn, I think I called Blinn too. It really exploded. I was on pre-market and then it faded. BX, RX. Let me take off these lines here. So you can see here, this is the longer term, came all the way back down from like 10, 250. What you have here, open gap. Came up. The most time on gap plays, I read 75% of the time, they will, within 3 months, fill the gap. I don't know if that's completely true, but a lot of times it does work, and this did work again. Start to rise up, each move higher low. When you see higher lows in the daily, the 13 EMA trying to cross over is extremely bullish. And this moved up today and was a killer move. DCAR, I've been calling DCAR. And you have here little triangle here. Look at all these wicks though. It's trying to push up. Yes, push down, push down. Massive candle here. And then it's starting to move up again. So it's right now right near $1. This is a tougher trade here because it's very choppy between the bulls and the bears fighting. All right, let's take a look at the SPY daily chart. You have 100% down to 23% retracement level. So where are we at here? 61.8, tried to get over here. Big candle, red candle. Came back down. Let me move this here. Now we're fighting this divergence here. This is a bearish divergence. You're higher, this was the high, lower high, and it's coming back down. Now we might get a crossover here. It looks like it wants to cross over, form another move. Had 2 green candles today. And this could go to 290 next week, which is going to be tough. So it depends on the news over the weekend. Who knows what's going to happen? This could try one more time or put in a gap up, who knows, and come back down. So let's look at the 4-hour. See, 4-hour, we're putting in higher lows now. This has to get back up to 292 again almost. So we'll see what happens here. We do have a divergence here. From the bottom, it's going up, so it's positive to see. So we'll see what happens. TNA, small caps. Let's go to the daily chart. You had here, this is back to move up, down, and then we have a pattern change now. Finally changed, because this is up, new channel down. Right here, lower high, or lower low, excuse me, lower high, lower low. See 1, 2, 3 points of contact. 1, 2. Now this has a divergence too. You see this bounce down. Looks like it wants to bounce again. If you draw this line here, this could go back up. We could get a bounce up here. It's actually 24.50. It's extremely oversold. If you get below 20, it's actually extremely oversold. It's very oversold right now. So this could go to 20. You have a little gap fill here to about 20.38. You have the EMAs right in front of you, 13.20. So will this reach the top of this gap? Well, it depends. Will it be bullish news Monday? Will the market start to come back up a little bit more? Will it touch this and bounce back down? Or sometimes it'll do this and it's a fake out. Will it touch these EMAs and bounce down? That's the key. I think we're gonna get through to here because you're already oversold here. If it does even one more move down, it's getting extremely oversold. It should bounce here. Let's look at the 4-hour. 4 hours, trying to get over right here. You have about 1967. 2-hour. 2-hour, you have here almost 20, the 20 level. So, yeah, let's look at the 1-hour. 1-hour right here, you can clearly see it's like a reverse head and shoulders, head, shoulder, shoulder. And this wants to get over 1950. So how did this finish there in the 5-minute? So yeah, this moved down, gap down, came up, playing higher lows, draw your line. So if this can stay above, I would almost say 19, we can move back to this 22 level. So channel down, and this play where you're at. Right here, buy, sell, buy, maybe sell here, whatever you want to do, but hold, then sell here, buy in the middle here. So we're caught in the middle. It should go back up here, but nothing's guaranteed in trading. So these were some moves today. Very interesting. The market, where are we at right here? Let me see. See where we finished here. Oh, my computer just went off. Hold on 1 second. Coming back up. Here we go. So we finished up 60 on the Dow, 11 on S&P, 70 on NASDAQ. Small caps, we're doing the best, 1680.87. VIX fell a little bit, 31.89. So we'll see what happens next week. We're caught in between here. Let's look at anything else here. There's tons of stocks for next week. So CCL. On these, I like to look at the daily time frame, these larger stocks. They mimic the market pretty much. So you had to move down, bounce, move down, sideways, then bounce, sideways, down. Getting oversold. You're at 21.53. It's very oversold. We might get good news this coming this week, and this could bounce back up to, I would say, almost 16. And this is forming a total symmetrical triangle. Here, here, and then this is either going to come out or break down. So that's to be determined, I guess, on the virus. They're opening things up. How's this going to play out? We shall see. So a lot of things going on right now. A lot of good opportunities. I'm looking at trade ideas. Tons of gainers. Some losers too. Sava got crushed. 74.5%. That went down. That got killed. You can play losers too if you want to play the bottom bouncers. Usually bounce from the bottom, but gainers are always good because they're moving up. There's a lot of liquidity, and to make trades in it, get in and get out. All right, so this is the new webcam. My other internal webcam broke. $1,700 computer. It's life. So please subscribe to the channel, hit the like button. We're going to come out with a lot more videos, and trying to get to 1,000 subscribers. I can go live. I can teach more to help newbie traders. There's a lot of fake people in the industry. They're just trying to take your money on $1,000 courses. I mean, there's nothing wrong with teaching people and charging a fee, like anything in life. But I would say anything over maybe $500, like putting together a course, that's fine. Anything over that, you're just getting ripped off. So be aware the trading industry is highly, you have scammers out there. So that's it. All right, please subscribe and have a good weekend, and we will be back. Take care.